YouTube channel. So Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah, can't believe it's 2017 already. Yeah, God, where'd that go? So for my New Year's resolution, I have decided I'm going to get stuck in and work on my YouTube channel. I have decided I'm going to nail this. I'm going to focus and get lots of videos up. I sat down today and I planned out a load of videos I want to do and planned the days I'm going to upload them. You know, got really organised, and I am not an organised person, so go me. So yeah, that's my plan. So for the first video of 2017, I have decided to do the most simplest and easiest look I could think of. Didn't want to make it too hard for myself because I just am too lazy. So I'm going to be honest with you, I was too lazy today to do a full on glam look. So I went for the easiest look I know, and that was this one right here. And I used the Becca Ombre Rouge eyeshadow palette. Basically, it's my go-to palette that I've been using the past while because it's so simple, has a few little colours in it. This is it here. And yeah, it gets thrown in my purse all the time. It's always in my makeup bag, it's always with me because it is so small and the colours in there are just to die for. So I decided to do this look because anytime I wear this look, people are always stopping me and asking me like, what eyeshadow did I use, and you know, did it take me forever? When honestly, it didn't. This is the look I use for when I need to look like I've put some effort in, but I actually didn't want to put any effort in because I'm lazy. So yeah, this is it. It is so simple, so easy. Few makeup products, even fewer brushes, and yeah, that's it. It's my go-to lazy girl makeup look, and yeah, that's it. I am rambling a lot, I'm so sorry. So I'm going to go now, show you how I done this, and if you like it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel because I am going to do this. I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to have videos up once a week at least, or maybe once every 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not very good at giving myself goals or remembering to do things. So you know what? Hold me to it. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that, and keep saying to me, Janelle, you need to put a YouTube video up. You need to do it now. So hopefully, if you tell me to do it, I will actually do it. Because if I just say I'm going to do it, I probably won't. It's just who I am as a person. Well, right, I'm going to shut up now and let you go watch this makeup look. And yeah, I think I'm a little bit drunk. Oops. Okay, I'm really gonna go now. Hi everybody, so don't mind the state of my skin. I've been eating absolute crap over Christmas, so my skin has decided to hate me. So I'm using two primers today to try and help it. The first one is the Benefit Professional Primer. This one is absolutely great if you have oily skin, as it's a mattifying primer and it also fills in any pores. I have an oily T-zone, but I also have very dehydrated skin, so which means I have kind of dry patches around my face. So this one I just use in the T-zone area, and I will go on to my second primer to help kind of illuminate the rest of my skin and also kind of give it a bit of moisture back into it, and that is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I'm absolutely in love with this primer. Jaclyn Hill is the reason I bought it, so obviously I was going to love it. This one even smells gorgeous. Oh, itchy nose. Yeah, this one even smells gorgeous. I put it on the outskirts of my face and a little bit over where I had put the Benefit, just to give my skin that gorgeous glow from within look. It goes absolutely fantastic with the foundation I'm going to use, which is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I'm completely out of my, what are they called? The lightning drops from the Body Shop. So my foundation is a little bit too dark for me, but there's absolutely nothing I can do about it.
I'm that pale that no foundation completely matches me. So I usually use the Body Shop Lightening Drops, but I'm all out and I cannot seem to get it anywhere. I'm a little bit devastated at the minute, so I think I'll wait till a little bit after Christmas and hopefully they'll be back in stock. So for now, I'm just going to apply this with a damp beauty blender and kind of build it up slowly to help cover any imperfections, and also the fact that I have really rosy cheeks. I suffer with rosacea there as well, and if I do want to completely have a full coverage foundation, I have to do an awful lot more steps.
You're knocking on this door?
I just couldn't be arsed.
The only way you can make a video is with a glass of wine.
Aw, you're so good.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Isn't he so sweet?
Okay, so next up I'm using my concealer. It's a MAC concealer. To be honest, I can't remember the exact name of it. I usually use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer as well, but I'm completely out, so I just found this one in my kit and said it'll have to do. I usually use a lightweight concealer for under my eyes as it helps with creasing. So I'm just kind of applying this under my eye with my finger and then go in with my beauty blender. I try not to use too much as my under eyes are dreadful for creasing. I also use it on the tops of my lids just to give it a little bit of a prime, and do the same on the other eye. So yeah. Then I'll also place them on my forehead and chin area just to help brighten up my face. I also try and avoid any imperfections with my brightening concealer, as if you have a light concealer it's going to highlight your imperfections, but unfortunately this is where all my imperfections are. And then I'm also using a bit of concealer on my cheeks just to help kind of hide my rosacea. Next up, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette. I'm using the yellow shade and the matte pinky shade mixed together. I'm too pale for just the yellow shade, but I do love the brightening effect of the yellow shade, so I'll mix it with both and just pat it on under my eyes. I try not to use too much for the same reason of the wrinkling under my eye. I just have very creasy under eyes, so less is better for me. I'll also set my forehead and chin area and then around my smile lines with that same powder. You just kind of want to brighten up the middle of your face, and then I'm also using just the plain pink shade to just quickly buff over the rest of my face. And now I'm taking a small angle brush and I'm going to go in with the middle contour shade in the exact same palette and just lightly contour my cheeks. I always start my contour from the very top up near my ear and put most of the product there and then just kind of blend down. I don't really do a strong contour. It's just with all the rosacea on my cheeks, it always shows up after a few hours and my contour never looks like a contour when I go for a harsh contour. So I always do a light natural contour. If it looks like you haven't contoured, then that means you're doing it right. You want your contour to look as natural as possible, as that gives it the best high cheekbone effect. There's no point to having just a line under your jaw. Under your jaw? No, under your cheekbone. It's obvious that your cheekbones aren't that high. So I'm moving on to the Sigma Warm Neutrals palette. I'm hip pan on this shade. It's the second shade in the palette. I can't remember the name of it, but it's just a lovely kind of white creamy colour. I use the last of it in there to go over the... Oh, zooming in. I just use that shade to basically go over the concealer on my eyelids. That shade, even though it's white, matches my skin tone perfectly, so it doesn't change the colour of my eyelids. It just helps set any concealer for me. If you have a eyeshadow that suits your skin tone better, I suggest just going in with that one. Now on to the main event, the Becca Ombre Rouge eyeshadow palette. I wasn't really sure where I was going with this look. I was just going to give it a go. So I'm going in with the lightest pink shade in that palette. I think it's literally just called number 2, and I'm going to buff that into my crease very lightly. This is kind of like a transition shade for the rest of the colours. Unfortunately, on this camera it didn't show up the colour payoff as much as I would have liked it to, because in person this was a very gorgeous pink shade. So I'm just going to do the same on both eyes and then move on to the next shade. Now I've just taken a cleaner brush and just given it a bit more of a buffing, and then I'm going to move on to my next shade. I'm using more of a smaller blending brush, and I'm going in with the next shade. You kind of want to start off really blended out and then you move in with the colours. I'm using quite a dark shade next, and I'm going to put that really in my crease area. I'm not going to go as high as I did with the last shade. I'm also going to put a bit on the outer corner of my eye just to darken it up. Now I'm going in with just the same brush I used the first time to just help blend those two colours together. Blending is key in this look. Now I'm going to use the really light shade in this colour, and I'm going to use my finger just to dab it on to my eyelid. I actually love using my fingers for a lot of makeup looks. I think they're one of the best tools a makeup artist has, and yeah, it just really helps pack on that colour. And the same again, just going back in to blend out the colours. Now I'm going back in with the light shade I used at first, and I'm going to take that really small kind of thinner blending brush I use. It's kind of tapered, and I'm going to go under my eyelashes with that colour and blend it out. Did I say eyelashes? I meant waterline. I'm too tired to do this. Now I'm going in with Becca highlight in Moonstone. This is my absolute favourite highlight shade. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take my finger and just press that into the middle of my eyelid. It gives it a gorgeous effect and it makes your eyelids pop. So just blend that in nicely. And then go back in with the same brush just to give it a quick dusting, just to help reblend it. Now on to mascara. I didn't put lashes on with this look because my eyes are so sensitive to lashes that I can't really wear them. But this look would be gorgeous with wispy lashes. As you can tell here, I'm really trying not to make a funny fish face. Now, and that's just me going in with the opal shade to highlight my brow bone. I had completely forgot to do it and just remembered. Now I'm going in with the NYX blush. I can't really remember the name of it. I will leave all the names and stuff in the description box below because I'm useless at remembering things. So I'm just brushing that on my cheeks, and as you probably noticed, I started from the back of my cheeks. I learned this when I was training to do makeup. A lot of people usually put it on the apples of your cheeks because that's where they want the most colour. Because I suffer with rosacea, I have to start from the back and blend down, as my rosacea is mainly in the apples of my cheeks. So I'm just trying to add a little bit of colour to the rest of my cheeks. Now I'm going in with the NYX brow pencil. This is an absolute dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil. This one's in taupe as well, and I've just spoolied my eyebrows into place, and then I'm lightly penciling in my brows. I prefer really thick natural brows, so I just kind of go in with my pencil, then re-spoolie, and then go in with my pencil again to stop it from being too harsh. All I really do with my brows is literally just fill in my sparse hair. If you do want to see an eyebrow tutorial on the way I do it, just leave me a comment below and I'll get that done for you eventually. Yeah, mine is basically just pencil and spoolie, pencil and spoolie. It's a lot like blending your eyeshadow, the way I do my eyebrows. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel just to set my brow hairs, because my brow hairs are so thick and so long that they just go everywhere. And then I'm using the Becca Opal Highlight. Surprise, surprise there, to highlight my cheekbones and my upper lip. Now I'm going in with my absolute favourite lip liner. This is the Rimmel lip liner in East End Snob. It's my absolute favourite lip liner. It's so creamy and has a gorgeous pinky nude shade. So I'm just going to line my lips here, and you will notice that when I'm lining my lips, I do my real lip shape first, and then because I think it's my left side of my top lip is thinner than my right, I will overline just a tad on that lip, and then I will fill in the rest of my lips, and then that'll be the end of my tutorial. I'm really sorry I forgot to film an outro. I ran into the bathroom and took all my makeup off and jumped into bed because I filmed this way too late at night. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope I will see you all again in my next one. Bye guys!